Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick handoff. Still on his feet at the 45. Smashes ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This guy just has a nose for open spaces. He runs with great effectiveness. He's the type of guy who could pursue Kevin Falk for the top spot on the all-time rushing list.
Yeah, and that's a knack. I mean, that's a gift. Reese. Like when you have guys that can feel where people are at and just get enough of you to break a tackle and understand spacing and how close you are to them and not. And the great running backs, like you've seen so many come out of LSU, always falling forward, always getting those extra yards that lead to those extra first downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Goes to the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Setting up the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. The ball's free. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. On first down from their own 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On first down from their own 22. They want to run it left here. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Looking for a man. It's Bermudez. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is... and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The give to the back. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Pirouettes away from the defense. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Power football with the run. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Looking to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. Smashes through. Headed to the end zone. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second. And the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Now on the option. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Bermudez. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Avoids pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They move the tight end all over. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Looking for more room. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The give to the tailback. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Where he's just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Bermudez. He makes the connection. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone, and it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They'll run the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 17, safety kickoff.
Fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Going to the running game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. LSU quick to the line. Give to the running back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Offense lining up quickly. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On the option. Smashes through the tackle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Montgomery. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
He's loose. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
To the air, it's Bermudez. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jester.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
It's complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Hands it off. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Caught in the backfield, it's Gadecki. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll send out the kicker here. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the run. Discards a man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. And how about that one running it, too? Great push up front.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Bermudez. going downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Trying to pound it in. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. 22. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Excellent field position here for the offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team